Alrighty. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream, boys. Oh my god, I fucking worked my ass off to get out that build, man. Jesus Christ. I was coming in at the wire. Also, I gotta do this. Wrong. Are we good? We're good. Yeah, man, I cut it close. I cut it close. Edited, uploaded last night. Finally got it rendering. Boom, this morning. It's up. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It is. I kind of wish I would have made the idea of the build more simpler to understand, which is simply just I wanted to play the ultimate spellcaster that could dip into multiple different magics and then be good. And here we go. Here is it. so yes. But ladies and gentlemen, also we're getting a brand new DLC on Friday, baby. Where it's gonna be the first run of. Well, it's really interesting actually, because I think that's gonna be a week where we have a lot of stuff going. Oh, also, Plexi says, gonna need to make a correction. You got more like 300 spell damage, but that's okay. It's still a strong build. Well, what do you mean, Plexi? What happened? Did I do bad math? Did I do bad math? Oh no! I thought 73. And we get 11 stacks in total. Is 73 times 11 would be 803, or what was it? I thought that's what it was. I thought that was the math. In fact, I thought it was an undershoot, because I could have had the title that said what is it? I could have had the title that said, what is it called? Shit. I could have had the title that said 1,000 damage, because I feel like cumulatively with all of our damage sources, we're amping up spell damage to an extra 300% within just our class mod, or within, sorry, not our class mod, within our rings, and within our necklaces. That's like cumulatively a bunch, and all of our enchantments going. Yeah. Like it says, you misinterpreted the spell power. It's 73% more of the 10% spell weaving stacks, so it consumes. Oh, so it's about 17. Weird. I'll need to make that correction. Let me take a picture of that, Plaxi. That's weird. Did you do the math on that? Are you sure that's a thing? Because I've done this before, where I believe someone who said you need to make a correction to the build, and I did it. If you're watching this person, I'm not nothing against you. It's just it's something against me having to do a bunch of work to find out that this was actually not the case. So is this guaranteed information? Thick Filet made a comment on your video. Gotcha. Okay. But is that, yes? Because to me, man, again, there's like a video gonna come out pretty soon here. But there's like when people said Pixie enchantments can't stack, that's not true. Like that, or at least that's mostly true. But it's not enough to say that everything is. Yeah. Like there's one enchantment, maybe there's just one, but I haven't tested the other ones, and I've heard everyone say that enchantments can't stack, but yet on spell cast, increased damage dealt by 15% can stack as much as you want. You can have 13 or 3 stacks of that, or 4 stacks of that, and it will do cumulatively the same thing. Plax says Thick Filet is regarded as an expert in the genre. I trust what he said. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, no, I'll do that then. Okay, well, it's weird because I'm lost on what I'm not what it's meaning. So it's just weird to say that it says spell stack weaving damage per stack is 73. Huh. And that's not a flat percentage, even though it says that. It's a percentage of what is originally 10. So it would just be 7 tacked onto that, or 7.2 or something, 7.3. Weird. It's multiplicative. Okay. Huh. I mean, 300 damage is still a lot. So it's not like it's something crazy, but I guess that makes sense. Granted, the reason why I think it's 300 damage to 800 damage, 300 damage kills everything in 2 seconds, so it's hard to see that. 10% x 1.7 equals 1.17. Oh, I see. Strange. Okay. I'll have to make a comment then. Or pin that comment. Ellen Syndicate says Plexi says, but 300 overall, the items and Graveborn feats. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's including the items? That's including like the what do you call it? On spell cast, on spell critical hit, damage, all damage dealt, and all that stuff included? Interesting. I thought that would have gave it a cumulative bonus, a little bit more. Because there's also there's like all damage dealt that I'm not sure if people would apply. But interesting. Again, 300 damage is still a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna go through the. I think I'll just pin a comment and say my bad, because I don't want to make a whole fucking new thumbnail, dude. It says 300 damage. It's it's still enough to kill things. Maybe I should make a new thumbnail. I'll see if people really fucking hate me for it. That's just extra work that I've already put too much time into one build, which is really like 5 builds, kind of. But I digress. Let us go into... Well, actually, that's the thing. I guess we'll just go into Chaos Chambers. We don't really have a main goal or objective, but yes. Lutzigit says, can't wait to try the new build. My grand debut as a mage is near. Do you want me to drop you the gear right now, Lutzigit? You want to jump in and I'll just drop everything? If you want, you'll have to. You want that? You'll have to drop. Make sure you have enough space, because this is actually something that you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna need a whole lot of stuff. Granted, there's definitely spells that personally I am just gonna be vaulting, just because they're fun, but they're not like. To me, there's a happy medium of this is fun to play with, but also God in heaven is sometimes they're just shit. Like the barrel one doesn't come back as fast as I would have liked. And you can use it on your offhand. Maybe when I eventually get bored enough, I'll be like, fuck it, I need to change. I just need something. If you could do that, yeah, no, absolutely. Just make sure whenever you have an empty inventory, whenever you have an empty inventory, I'll drop all this stuff. I have a save that should be backed up. Yeah, should be good. Okay. Plaxi says, well, you got 80% in the ring when activating up to 60% from the Graveborn skill will kill stacks, and at full spell weaving you have like 19%. Okay, interesting. Yes, so we'll drop this real quick for Lone Syndicate. The reason why again, normally we would be dropping and duping the gear on Sunday stream, which is already our Play Together stream over at Twitch, which I will be uploading the VODs to on here. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you have missed the previous video, we are shifting things over. Also, what's good, Marcus? Marcus says, I was working on a build to see if I could do the Pixie spell and Pixie Plex Pixel and see how well it works. Have you tried any Pixie spells? It seems like it was still melting. Yeah, no, Pixie spells are really good. It's just that, like, I found the same thing, Marcus, when I was messing around with, what was it? It was like hydras, like summoning hydras. Like, even though they gave us two hydras to summon, unless you have the specific spell prefix of hydras, which is by damaging an enemy you have a chance of summoning more, it's not crazy, or at least it's eclipsed by like dark hydras, or even just by throwing a bunch of manual furiors, you know what I mean? So like there's weird scaling in that department. But yeah, like the pixies are great, but I only ever found one that was in ×2, and maybe there's one that you could find in ×3 or maybe even 4. But it's still eclipsed by, I think, just the like thousands of uncapped output, essentially, of TDRs. You know, does that make sense? Tom says Twitch. Then link is missing. Oh, is it? Is it miss? God dang it! Well, it's in all of my other videos. So if you just want to go to our channel and then go down, you'll find it there. It's always links to my Twitch within the social media description kind of thing, all the way near the bottom. But yeah, I should fix that. Thank you for letting me know that. I should write that down, actually. Perfect. Okay, you ready to go, Lone Syndicate? No, you're just replying to that guy person. Gotcha. what was I? Oh, what I was saying was, we are going to be moving all of our Wonderlands build content, like news updates, legendary farms, legendary showcases, everything Wonderlands, and just gaming, specifically FPS kind of games. Yeah, that's where we're gonna mainly be doing this. And yeah, that's all going to be relegated to our new channel called Brothers Grin, very similar to our Discord. Also, please hold me accountable for making that channel look decent, because I'm so bad about like getting focused on the content aspect of it and not making a point to like hire somebody to make me a banner. A banner of a bunch of smiley, creepy motherfuckers is the one idea I want. But yes, please hold me accountable for that, because I get caught up in like making videos and making value as an idea, rather than like the package is just as important almost. But also we are going to be moving all of our content over to that channel by Monday for sure. I think I may start to trickle some videos out on there, probably simultaneously uploading them on this channel, but then as soon as Monday comes around, all of the videos are going to be going up on the new channel for this one, for the gaming videos going on Brothers Grin. And then also I need to make some videos to this week about us with our meme nonsense, just to tell people this is a different channel as well. Go over there. But I want to make sure the idea that we talked about in that video of people having their like filtering, which is totally okay. But we also need to account for that filtering and make sure people know where the things that maybe they like are. So be patient with me with that. I'm saying that a lot today, recently. But yeah. You ready to go? Okay, let me pull you in here. I don't see it in the social media tab. Where are you? Man, I'm so excited though. I'm so excited to get me what do you call it? To fight Chum. By the way, there's a video coming out, like a breakdown of all the news stuff, which some people didn't actually talk about all of the news stuff within there, which I thought was interesting. But that'll be coming out tomorrow, hopefully morning, if I manage to edit it in time. But yeah, there's some interesting things that people didn't really talk about, which I thought was cool. Things that are relevant to the DLC, I think. But yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, I think I want a little bit of a... well, here's the thing. I have two choices before me right now. So we just finished our build. Also, this camera's kind of high. Yeah. Is that too low? If I arch my back and cause, you know, deep spinal problems, I should be fine. That's the blanket. Don't look at that. But what do you call it? Now before me, I have but two options. Sorry, let me see. I'll give you the gear in a minute. I have two options, and I'm kind of in the middle about it. I know people are throwing at me like, you should make this build. And I really appreciate it. There'll be a day when I desperately need you, for sure. But right now, I still have these. I have two things we could do. I could either A, take a break. No. Option two, I could also work on like refining my previous builds, which is like I need to update Spore Warden, what is it called? Pixie Warden, with better gear, because we have much better pixies, and I could just scale them to you really easily and just having a quick update for the build. And then lastly, I could make my Krieg build, which is me jumping into the world of Melee, which is entirely, that's me like kneecapping myself entirely when it comes to this. So yeah. But you know, hopefully it all worked out. Anywho, all right, let's see. Here's your gear. We're dropping this, 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 and we're dropping this, and we're dropping this, and we're dropping this, this, and this. And now here's a metric fuck ton of spells, as well as this is also good. I gave it to you kind of if you want to. If you want to roll a better melee weapon to have a better base augment, you can. Here are barrels that will explode, dealing nuclear damage. Here's something that's a Buffmeister that's going to scale up drastically your spell damage as well as your ability damage, which will make your pixies absolutely annihilate. Saw blades, just fun, just kind of fun. Not really the best, but just very fun. Also, they can get by when it comes to ads, but unless you have like them on ×2. And also they bounce, so they can kind of miss. Regardless, here's some just basic spells that are, I think, everyone has used quite a lot. It was kind of something I wanted to steer away from when it comes to the build, because I wanted people to be able to use their the fun legendaries within the game. And yes, here's all of those. And now this one is what? Oh yeah, this is just my kind of shitty calamity. It's volatile, so it does greater base damage, but it doesn't come back too quick, which is why I didn't really showcase them that much. Here is an amazing spell called Quake. It's a fissure quake that like fucking splinters off into a bunch of things. Absolutely fantastic. Also, here's another shield that I just was testing, and I forgot to take off the build. It's also not bad because we're doing so much spell output. It's not the worst. We also have 2 move spells here. We also have Glacial Cascade, more Glacial Cascade, and more move spell. I don't know why those aren't stacked beside each other. It's weird. And lastly, I got your arc turrets. These ones do decent damage for mobbing, but they were the one thing that I noticed really chugged when it comes to bosses. Just you need something that hits multiple times in order for you to really dip into blast gas and nuking bosses, or at least that's been my perception of it. We also have the same meteorites, except they're now dark magic. And now we have another version of Glacial. Oh no, yeah, this is just another version of Glacial Cascade. It's another enchantment that's kind of good to have if you want to switch it around. And then lastly, we have another version of Twister. I, for whatever reason, felt like this one wasn't optimized as much. It wasn't doing as much damage. Weird. I don't know why. This thing I undersold heavily in the video. I regret saying that. Time skip, dude. Okay, call to arms, my fellow brothers and sisters. If anybody finds a time skip that is a very minimum chaotic and ×2 with multiple charges, please duplicate it for me because I really love this thing. This thing destroys bosses like you wouldn't believe, and also it's repeating cast, so you basically can use it on a back-to-back window. It's fantastic. Also, I really hope Lone Syndicate didn't leave. No, he's not. Okay, I see my items getting picked up. This is just another meteorite spell that I have. It's kind of good, but it's kind of eclipsed by the ones Lone Syndicate gave me, but it was what I was trying to build in the background when I was building the build. These amazing necklaces, like fucking amazing necklaces. Frankly, you don't really need these ones. I just gave you guys these ones because it's what I had before I started looking and seeing if other people have found cooler things. And I guess I'll drop everything else for you because yeah, it's just bonus stuff. But that's basically everything, my friend. But this is the optional stuff. The pistols, you can either take them or leave them. Kind of bit of business. Okay, you good? You good? Plaxi says, "Oh, what game? What's your game name or epic? So I can friend ya." For me, mine is what do you call it? Am I in the right? Nope. It's JFrost3, or that's my epic name, and my normal name is GRINN3. My shift name is GRINN3. But those are my names. Tom says Twitch. Then link is missing. Remember that. Ronald says, "What's up, Grim? Just watch your build almost as good as mine." Ooh, I bet yours is a crater in mine. Just kidding. Nah, you're probably right. You're probably right. My thing is, I feel like people get excessive, and I'm already a person that's like of what do you call it? Very excessive. Like I'm a person that like tries to find the best answer to a solution that I can find. But I feel like some people like it's funny because that's something you see in spades when it comes to the Borderlands community. Is some people are very prone to what is it called? Like damage. People want more damage, more damage. Everything else is relevant. Other people want what do you call it? Like to be able to use their specific niche thing, and that's it. And then there's people like me who kind of I find like I try to solve a solution, and then I wash my hands of it, and then I work on the next thing, and then I find a decent enough solution to where I get bang for my buck, and then I'm done. You know what I mean? But you were saying, have a beautiful sigil spell you should try, since they got buffed, allowing you to one-shot almost anything. Really? Sigils? Yeah, I didn't add sigils to the mix. Frankly, I already had like a maxed inventory full of spells, so I was kind of like, oh, we can make a 2.0 and get by. Also, that's everything, Lone Syndicate. You can leave, yeah, because I'll need to save and like get my stuff back. I will continue watching all of the content no matter how many channels you split into. Well, again, this is gonna be it. This this is we're not gonna have 50 channels. We already have 3 at the most, with one exception of maybe the Clips channel, which I would consider just kind of a fodder bit of business, you know. Anyways, let's back up, get rid of the save, and get to it, and then you start grinding the domains. Where am I going? We're going here, is it? Yes. We're going to copy that. We also have a friend request. I accepted the last minute. Jesus Christ. We are going to go into this, copy that, go here, delete the old one. Oh shit, I didn't actually log off my original save, so this might be shitty. Let's do that again, just because I feel, no, it's back. It's, yeah, okay. Boom and boom. All right. We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna have a nice chill time here. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, do I want to crank all of the curses? And I'm like, we did that like last time a bunch. Like, Spark says, what's good, Sparks? Spark says, woohoo, finally caught the start of his stream. We're close. Actually, maybe he did. What was it, 12 minutes late? We always start at 5, but yeah. Nub says, you're 12 minutes late. It's not a lie. Fucking Nub. Oh, man. All right. Let us jump into that thing and do it. But man, I'm excited to just have another thing to do, which is already saying a lot, because like I've been playing Borderlands or Wonderlands kind of games forever, where like you're doing the same nonsense thing over again. But I've been playing a lot recently. Also, it's not even like the most like stimulating activity of like crunching numbers, shooting a sign and being like, that's not working as intended, let's not use it. What are we doing? We're doing extended run. Also, if y'all want to join, you can. We could do the featured run, I guess. Yes, featured run. Also, are we matching right now? We got this and this. I used this last time I went in there. I want to change it up. It's kind of the point of the build. I might get wrecked here because this spell is not 100% optimized, I don't think, but we could still maybe have fun. Also, I want to test something. Hey, hello, Legion. We're live testing right now. We are going to chuck on these. I want to see if these lock on, or if they're just wherever you're looking, they fire in a general area. I don't know, but yeah. Send an invite. Okay. I don't see. Why did you not pop it on my base thing there? It's weird. Invite. Ronald says melee is great once you have all the gear. Well, that's the hope. But I haven't seen anybody. Well, maybe this, again, I should never say I haven't. Well, actually, that's true. I haven't seen anybody. The only one I've seen make a pretty substantial dent in melee is J Dolts with his one build. Mark says, "Can I join?" Yeah. Do I have you friended? Ronald, you want to play as well? Okay. Ronald's playing as well. Where's Ronald? Ronald's coming here and flex on me with his build. And I'll allow it. Drills? Drills, gotcha. Drills. Where are you in there? There you go. Invite. Yeah, honestly, guys, we don't really need a play together stream anymore because, yeah, we're doing that just about every day. Every time we stream, so yeah. But anyways, but also there's massive incentivization to play with people. Also, I was debating on going cue ball. I'm not sure if it was the right choice. Yeah. Also, could you tell that the build was originally supposed to be like a dark magic build, but then, you know, Cryo was just so cracked that I was like, all right, we can look at the little eyebrows. We got some white eyebrow Cryo, whatever. All right. Ooh, Ronald says I have a ×2 with one. Yes, I have the same one. I have a times with one. You mean like 2 charges? Because I have a ×2 with 1 charge. Which, by the way, I think that's the metric for legendaries. Has anybody ever seen a legendary that has a ×3 that's not Glacial Cascade or the Moo spell? Basically has 2 extra projectiles rather than just the 1. Because I've only ever seen it ever have 2 or ×2. But I've also seen a spell that comes with 3 charges, which I've never seen. But yeah, apparently that exists. So to me, I think that's maybe the cap. It's 3 charges with a ×2 at the max. But I could see it being 3 charges, 3 or ×3. I could see that being the config. Losing it says, I'm good, thanks, Grin. You have been far too kind to the lost soul that shall not forget to act. No, it's fine. You've only got Lone Ticket. I've known you for fucking forever, dude. Are we ready, boys? It's people in their vaults. Lone Ticket's in his vault, and putting away stuff, sequencing up a little bit. Also, you look fucking dope, Ronald. No, Drills. Sorry, it's Drills. That's a clean-ass wizard. Oh, fuck, you look horrific, though. you look like your soul just got ripped out of your body, but the armor-wise, fucking clean, all right? Ooh, and that's that sigil? Golly. And you said instantly hits bosses? Why is that? Is it just because you do so much, like, instant dots damage that just wrecks? Also, yeah, it'd be cool to have another one of these Hydras. Yeah. Man, these ones are just too fun. Also, I feel like you have, like, as far as rapid casting is concerned, you have like 50 clacks. Like, I feel like I think rapid casting usually has like 3 at the most, but this one I feel like has 5, which is fantastic. Oh, also, is this something? Oh, is this the sigil? Is this the one you talking about? I'ma take it just cause, just cause. Stacked spell damage. Okay. Huh. Weird. Are we ready? We are ready, maybe? Nope. Someone's in the inventory. Plaxi says, wait till you see my... Well, if you messaged me that build, which I did see your Discord message, we should be good to go. I should be able to make a video about that at some point. But granted, there's also a huge update happening with DLC, so we'll get to it. Just be patient with me, please. Do this. Also... Uh-oh. I immediately got dropped by a barrel, I think. Also, I don't know if I have the right things on. Yeah, I think I'm specking Cryo right now, and I have a... Not that. Also, that's not a bad thing. It's just a little mushroom man. I can't find anything. Num says, it's not chat's fault you keep playing games that are just better with groups. I mean, what? What? Also, it's good to know that everybody has just a stacked build, and if you just read a chat for 2 minutes. Also, shit. Yeah, no, now our dot damage is significantly reduced. You're supposed to get a curse before you pick up the stuff, by the way. Let's get some. I thought we weren't going to do it, but we're doing it. Also, do I have the right thing on? No, that's not right. Dark magic, that's beautiful. Okay, good. That one's there. We're using this. Let's not equip that one because I'll fuck up and I'll, yeah, mess up. Also, I think, well, I don't really know what other gun is just good on a base to be able to be used with the build. Because, like, we are already using all pistols, which is, I feel like a problem. But also, Gluttony doesn't scale with us because I don't think we're doing enough melee damage. Granted, we're doing a lot of dark magic damage, so we should be hitting with Gluttony, at least in that regard, but I still don't find it has much of a punch. Now, granted, I might be skewed because of, you know, the insanity of what we kind of do on a base, but yeah. Also, I still don't know if these does anybody know if time skip it gets affected like that, where like it heat seeks, or does it just all fire where you're looking in a singular thread? I feel like it heat seeks a little bit. Like, I think maybe, like, where you're generally looking, and then it heat seeks. But who knows? Let's see. If I look over here now... I mean, some of those hit. Yeah, some of those really hit. So, yeah. We were, like, not specifically looking at him. I don't know. I gotta test more. But I would love to make a build specifically on that. But also, these things always come back. Granted, the snapping takes some time enough to where... Yeah, it's looking a little grim. Also, we need to not stray too far away from here, because... That's what we did last time. We let the statue break. Playing that OBJ and all that. By the time I'm done snapping, the thing is already dropped. Whether it's from my pixies or everyone else's fantastic build. Plexi says, wait till you see the traps cannon build. What's that? What is that? Golly, I bet it's amazing. Yeah, this was the one build. Also, I said in the video coming out yet tomorrow that I didn't know that this shotgun existed with the double barrels. Yeah, it's true. I never really looked at the front of it. And how the fuck does that shoot out like beams? That just makes no sense. Anyways, also it's a chaotic blade. Is that one good for? Did somebody drop this? Or is this... I feel like somebody dropped this because everyone's looking at it. Is this one good for spell damage? You think it would because it's called the Crossblade of Stream or something. Ability damage. Just dropping a ring. Let's just go. Also, we need to activate the rune to get the boss. Oh, also, we didn't activate the boss last time. Shit. Yeah. He's at the one place. Damn it. Please, somebody have a hit scan weapon. I probably should have gave you guys that in the build. My bad. Just a nice SMG that hit scan would be nice for this specific thing. I dropped it. I didn't need it. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if that one is good with spell damage. Granted, well, man, see, that's the thing. I really hope there's more weapons that scale with more things in the future. Like, I really think it's especially with like the way that there's so many things to build for, whether that's ability damage, spell damage, or companion damage, or whatever. I really hope they introduce more things that scale with all kinds of builds. So guns that scale off of companion damage strictly or ability damage strictly. Also, is that one there? Oh my god, mama! See, we lost one. Oh, we got it. Maybe. No, you guys got nice. All right, good. Eesh. Yeah, we have 3 opportunities to get that, so I think we got it. Nice. Load syndicate set. Wait, before I grab, before you grab, you're supposed to grab at things just to get a curse. Because the curse will make it so that any shards that we pick up deal, we get more damage. Also, great. What happened? Someone threw a barrel at us. Great. Why? Why, God? I think you activated this, which has like a suck power, and it just made us all eat a barrel. So, pain and suffering. Plexi says the one you have is my Chillmonger build. My Transglab is one I'm currently working on. The Chillmonger does. The Chillmonger though does rock on its own way. Nice, yeah, man. That's my favorite thing is when you just see a different interaction with things. That's the best. Also, I feel like I need to maybe I don't know. Maybe this was just good when you fight bosses. Also, I'm not like fully stacking it because I'm getting impatient. Also, oh god, fuck, yep, we're fine. We got picked up. Here it is. I feel like with this many people, I can run Quake. For the one airborne enemy, we won't have to be freaked out, which is kind of the limiting factor of all of it. There we go. Okay. I was sitting there. You just wait as I snap my fingers like 500 times. If anyone's watching this as like a representation of the build, this is the one spell I actually didn't even use that much. So yeah. Okay, stay there. Nope, something killed it. Something killed it way quick. Okay, great. Give me this. And this. Alright. It's done. It's over. Let me swap the right stuff around. Let's use a. Also, I'll keep that unknown because I gotta test it to see. But let us put on. Honestly, this is my favorite loadout thus far. It's just the meteorites. I don't know how long it's gonna get found times 2. I think that you can get them, but just the fact that it also it nerfs the cooldown on casting them is so fucking awesome. Very happy with it. Let's go back to Frost. Good. All right. Where is the thing over there? Mark says, I duped it, I don't need it. Oh, I see. Oh, I should have picked it up then. Dang it, sorry. I didn't, yeah. Nullify, also there's this. And there's a thing over there. Get it. There we go. More shards, good. Let's get to it. Unless there's a, also always get the thing if I miss it. Yeah, let's get more curses. Let's fuck ourselves up. I think we're gonna be fine, frankly. Also, I just found out how to do certain raid bosses like ending thing. I found out how to do the electric winged guys one. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that's how it was done? In Borderlands, nothing makes sense, or you're crazy enough to make everything make sense. And I feel like, you know, it's just like, yeah, who knows, frankly, where you stand. Also, yes, look at, man, that's such a cool build. Even in co-op, seeing a bunch of Quakes just wreck the world. Just like, oh shit. Also, that was a fast. Let's grab this before you guys get the thing. Nasty Spill. That one sucks, especially with this run. In fact, that's the one we maybe probably shouldn't have picked. But Nasty Spill is terrible. Because especially with the one I think that we're about to go into, you have to stay on a point, and it just eats you alive. Ronald says, I'm sorry, the opportunity presented, it's elf. Great. I'm so happy. You have no idea. I've never been more happy in my entire life. We used to know a man named Carthage, and he was something like you. Okay? Not a bad man, but a troubled man. Oh, God damn it! What kind of dot hit me? What even killed me? Thank you. Also, probably don't step in the. Oh, we both died. I got you. It's okay. Jesus Christ. What is hitting us? I think it's a dot, maybe. Co-op, it just scales like crazy. You get one shot immediately. Light them up. Boom. Give me all these. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, I'm in damage. Cast. Cast to heal. Eek. Elliot says, blue screen boss is painful. Which one is that? Is that like the game crashes on you? I see my health keeps coming back. As soon as I cast spells, though, it starts to balance out because we got that healing. That healing, man. Also, we failed something. I don't know what it was. Probably get a melee kill or something. That's the one positive to melee damage, though. I feel like when you have it, you'll be able to perfectly clear the abyss. Or not the abyss, sorry, whatever this is called, Chaos Chambers. This one's rough. But granted, if we all stay in the thing, we can get it done. So like it burns out quick. Also, man, I keep seeing like clips of like, what is it called? Spy Family or something like that. It looks fucking rad, dude. Every time I see it, I'm like, it looks so good. I can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be so long before it's probably fully out, though. Also, I seen a different kind of anime that was interesting. It was the premise was essentially dude gets the hero, you know, the classic Demon King, and then the hero's tail, and the hero wins, all this stuff. Well, apparently the Earth people suck ass, and after the hero beats back the Demon King, whatever it is, the humans try to kill him, and what takes place again? The heroes try to kill him, and so then he goes to work for the demons because they suck so bad, essentially. And I was like, it looks like kind of fucking classic nonsense. But yeah. Also, I really hope you didn't get roguelike, because yes, roguelike. I don't think you did. Good man. I thought only hosts could pick curses, so that's a new thing for me. But yeah, roguelike sucks. Especially if they haven't fixed a lot of the like instant kill nonsense stuff that happens, which is not good. Especially with the raid bosses. The raid bosses have a lot of those weird things where you just get, well, frankly, they do all the damage as well. But yes. Sometimes your meteorites suck. They take forever to come down. Ronald says, I think Stabomancer is the best for melee. Interesting. Think that? Well, no, because I think I'm gonna go. I think Berserker. Well, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a whole new, again, like this one build I'm trying to thinking about. It's gonna take some time. Also, I didn't even know where the enemies were now, but it's gonna take some time for us to parse out because yeah, I have no idea because I need, regardless of what I pick, I need to pick Graveborn, which is, I know, a hell of a kneecap. but it's, oh shit, also, oh my god, load certificates, Jesus Christ. Nub says, the Spy Family isn't bad, I don't like it. Really? But it's calming. Weird. This is like a Serenity thing. Odd. Very odd, no, but okay. Also, let's pick, yeah, roguelike. Do not pick roguelike. This one's fine. Yeah, gun damage, but crit damage is good. Granted, we hope we have enough crit damage. Also, let's do this little thing here. Everybody, come over here. Ronald, you looking pretty clean, man. Also, man, there's so much hats that I don't have. Like the one that's like a giant fan, that wizard hat. Also, the one that's like a thing. I don't want to farm for hats, dude. Also, whoever gets aggro, Ronald, back up, buddy. It's me, apparently. No, now it's you. Now you've gotten it. You've gotten the thing. Be careful. Be careful, Ronald. I'll try to take it from you, but you can't keep grabbing it from me. There we go. Okay. We're okay. We've cleared the steps. All right. Slowly but surely, gonna make it happen. Ronald, get the fuck back off the path, please, my guy. It'll pull aggro towards you again. All right, perfect. There we go, and then just straight on through. We get real close, and then pop. There we go. Jesus. Also, I got dot damaged again. We normally have a great deal of survivability, but co-op dot damage again, spaghetti nonsense code breaks everything, and you'll just get downed. Granted, we don't have a shield really. I think that whole time, so yeah. Unless you get to the Spy Family is so good. I enjoyed it. It's supposed to be a double core, a 25 episode. Oh, really? 25 episodes? Stop. What is? Okay, some motherfucker is killing me. Who is the asshole? Okay, is it Ronald? I feel like it might be Ronald. Okay, some person is wrecking me. Okay, I don't like going down. We're gonna end this, and I'm gonna have the most falls possible. Elliot says, love Graveborn and Clobbering mix. Man, that sounds like a fun one. Yeah, that one seems a little bit challenging to make, though. But yeah, but I could see, honestly, man, if you have, like, pixies and you have, like, a bunch of just the stuff that's just kind of innately good, I think you can have your cake and eat it, too. Which is nice. But yeah. But I want to get into the Clawbringer one, though. I just don't... My worry is that you're going to, like, invest all this time into finding out the nuances to Clawbringer, and then they're going to... What the fuck is dropping me? Instantaneously. Please summon ads so I can get up. For granted, guys, I didn't test. Oh, we got up, thank God. Don't step in the fucking water, I guess. The water just is immediately cryo and just wrecking me. Oh, please get up. Please get up. Something. Thank you. Okay. This. There we go. As soon as we start casting, we start tanking. But if I don't cast, it's rough. But geez, yeah, I didn't test my build in like a ×3 co-op scaling dot damage. Okay. Turns out if you just touch the ground, you're dead. So, pain. Ooh. Moo. Man, a perfect version of Moo would be Dark Magic and Cryo, but alas, I don't have it. Granted, the one that we have does plenty, and it's frankly just more about how many times you hit. That's the important thing, I think, because the more pellets you have, the more chances you have of detonating blast gas, and that gets crazy real fast. Ronald says, wasn't me this time. I wonder what's happening. I think people have, I think one of you guys has the sigil thing that makes like a vortex come into fruition, and then it's pulling barrels there. Now the question is it happening intentionally? And I think it is. I think it is. Elliot says, elemental aura buffs blood by 20%. Yeah, they're definitely, there's like the interesting gateways to a character's power. My worry is that they're going to rebalance that whole character, and that's going to be a whole thing, you know? So I'm like, do I want to waste my time when I think that out of all the classes that I think are going to get tweaked, I think that one has a high probability of being the one character that gets tweaked, you know? Also, I wasted all my spells before he was even vulnerable. Feels bad. It's okay, they come back fast. Okay. Although sometimes your spells will like come from the ground, like from Satan or something. It's fucking wild. Also, meteorites have a little bit of a negative when it comes to bosses like this because they tend to move quite a lot and they have a slower projectile. Granted, it's fine. We're mainly just using it to the fact that like the low cast time allows you just to kind of spam it so that you can always have your shield regeneration. In fact, I'm double casting, which is probably a bad idea. Probably could pace it out a little bit better. Nub says, I think my favorite thing is this time. What is that? What is that? So he did it earlier. Oh, I think, oh, my favorite thing is this time. Yeah, well, it did happen. I did get dropped. That is reality. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh. I got you, Ronald. Oof. So apparently these little discs, whenever he gets into a kill state, he'll like basically, you'll need to detonate those little orbs at him, which I didn't know actually. Also, we can just summon a bunch of meteorites. Brilliant. So yes, I'm gonna do this. Oh, can you not break those? Oh shit. Oh shit. So yeah, he's gonna put down little poops everywhere. Also, is this a barrier? So does this protect us from damage? Cause that's pretty huge. Oh no! What is this? All right, we need to get close to this stupid little thing. All right, I got dot damage because I stopped casting, looking for the thing. It's bad. Hey, I got second wind. Well done, boys. I don't know if you get second wind if you get the kill or if just anybody gets a kill. I think maybe if you get a kill. The only reason I don't know is because we have pixies that kind of just do innate high damage. So yeah. Also, we are not using the right pixie. We're using this one to, yeah, shit. Although I suppose dark magic was keeping us alive a little bit. Although I think we do plenty of dark magic, yeah. We missed one boss, so we didn't get all the things. But we got 15k. Also, I should just go to the bottom corner. Bottom corner. We got 15k. Easy peasy. Well done, everybody who's in the team. Absolutely crazy. Everyone's build is cracked. And man, it's really, it's gonna be interesting to see how Gearbox reacts, because, like, to me, the one thing that I wish I would have said in my build is we're like one-shotting a boss within 2 seconds, but all of our gear is fucking perfect almost. Like, it's insane, the idea that this is like the the fucking aggregation of everyone's cool one gain for a collective gain on top of everything, if that makes any sense. So if they're like, fucking spell shot's too strong, I'm gonna be peeved, because that's not how it is. It's just in this one instance when all the stars align, you can do some fucking stupid damage. Like, I made a point not to use all of the crazy. I do know that there's one glitch that could have applied to my build, but I made sure not to use it. Essentially, in the Graveborn skill tree, there's when you get a kill, you gain companion damage. Your companions gain dark magic damage. Sorry, when you get a kill, your companions get dark magic damage. That can stack if you leave an instance, basically. So you activate it / activate a spell. Travel somewhere else, that will keep its stack. I always saved and quitted almost all the time whenever you guys seen any of the builds. So I maybe missed one, but I made a point to do it for most of the boss battles, if not all of them. I just feel like maybe I got into the flow of things and maybe missed one. Yeah, so that's fair there. But I did, like, yeah, all of the stuff that's there is something that was in the game. We're not like using a weird thing in a way, you know? Granted, we are just benefiting from certain things sequencing within each other. Some people say that it's called like triple stacking or something, or double dipping. That's what people say. Lone Snicket says, there was this scene where the dude gives the girl a grenade pin. I seen that one. That's why I was talking about how cool it is, because I watched like one clip of it and I thought, this is too cool. Just the idea of it. But man, the daughter figure who's just so goddamn adorable, man, I can't even handle it. Also, I don't know how it's gonna pan out. It's also a thing. We have that, not chaotic. Yeah. See, man, this is the thing with spells. I feel bad not looking at all of them, like even the purples, you know. Leaves behind an elemental splat. Knockback, Twister, that is lightning and dark magic. I think that's exactly what we already have. Cube, I haven't tasted I haven't tried the cube spell. I don't know if that's worth the damn. Ooh, is this it? Oh, so close. Ah, but it's ×2 though, at least. Shit, it's not volatile or chaotic though. But at least we know that it can come in ×2. So we have verification it can come in ×2, and also 2 charges, sorry, and ×2. So I meant 2 charges, but I fucking got it all mixed. Anyways. Flamethrower one. Ooh, yeah, 3 charges is always what it has at a base, except it's bugged. The flamethrower one's really weird to me, because it's very, at least it seems like a very obvious bug. but alas, no buff or update. I really wish you could just give your coins to some, like, another person. Because to me, I'm really aimless right now. I don't know what I want for my spell build, or for my other build. So I'm kind of just hanging out. You see, we got another ×2. Granted, it's not chaotic, but it's something. I guess we should look at maybe start wishing for, like, melee weapons. Just have a cool aggregation of cool melee weapons that people could use. Ooh, a volatile one, though. Oh, but it's the thread count one. This one sucks. I'll grab it. I don't know if it's that bad, but marshmallow. I also haven't. Yeah, there's a couple spells I just never got around to testing. Maybe they're amazing, especially with our, like, superseding of magic, but I don't know. Anywho, let us go. Actually, no, we're not done. I'm just gonna spend the rest on this on melee weapons. The good news, and maybe someone in the chat will fire back at me, some overpowered, super knowledgeable people who make melee builds. Melee is like one of the few things that's relegated to the legendaries being still the kingpin, right? Like they're less gimmicky when it comes to the melee weapons, and the purples seem to be just kind of they don't have enough variability to come with extra crazy shit, right? Right, that makes sense. Like ideally, melee weapons or legendaries are the same as what legendaries would be for any other category, at least. Also, what's happening? What's dropping for me? Did I accidentally pick that up? What? I just seen something throw at me. Mark says the barrel is me. God damn you, Mark. Elliot says my favorite one for by far is the Stammetric Clobberinger status effect build. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I've seen some status effect builds. Yeah. That's what I seen from J-Dolts. I think that's his combo, Clobberinger and that one. Yeah, which looked awesome, like incredible. Plexi says, nah, spell shot is hella strong. Even with subpar gear, it holds up for anything you attach it to. Yeah, no, I agree that spell shot's really strong. But my thing that to me I'm wondering is like you still, I don't know. I guess I would like to understand what Gearbox determines to be too much and what is not too much. Because that's the thing, like, or like at least, like, because that's in my head, that's the one thing that I think it's in everybody's build. When you're dedicating a lot of time, and this is like the classic problem with nerfing things, period. But it's when you spend 90% of your time grinding for something to be good and to synergize, and then you finally find the perfect piece of gear that sets your build on fire and makes it work, and then it gets nerfed, and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, all of that time is just depleted, completely shit the bed, gone, and you're like, what the fuck is that? So that's to me the fear. So if I knew, like, okay, this damage is too much, the likelihood of this getting patched pretty damn high, maybe hedge our bets on something else. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that we'll see, because again, the last patch I think for everybody was like hella weird. Especially with the choices that were made, like why certain pistols just got nerfed that were legendaries that I didn't hear anybody like it's fucking a nuts or something, you know. What is this one? How does that taste? Bonk. Is that the fish slap? Yeah, it's the fish slap. Okay, we're ready to go, boys. Is everyone ready? I'm assuming you guys are way ahead of me. Also, I would like to pick up all my stuff and chuck it on the ground, but unfortunately, what is this? Oh, laser hands. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the things I need. I don't have an empty inventory, sorry. I wasn't able to think for that for a minute. What's good, Red? Red says, hi, everybody. What's good, Red? How is the Elden Ring mod going? How is that happening, my friend? I hope well. Okay. A very good coffee. Elliot says, you can make everything do stupid damage in all fairness. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Although I haven't seen too many that scale up Clawbringer in a way that to me makes sense. Like, Clawbringer in my mind is trying to buff his allies, but also have his bird kick some ass. And I haven't seen many builds that enable his bird kicking his ass, which is like 90% of his skill tree. What is this? Twisted with 2 shots? And it's volatile? Fuck yeah! Thank you so much, Ronald. It's huge, actually. Now the question is, do we use it? Is it well, the volatile? Let's see. I have a lot of these. Well, I only have one. Oh wait, never mind. This is not. Is this Twister? It is. Yeah. 2 charges. This is an additional projectile. Also reduction of cooldown. Yeah, because originally it's 5. And this does have significantly more damage just built in, even outside of volatile. But still cool. Because with repeating cast, it's kind of a weird one where you just want. I have a fuck my god. I have like a bubble in my goddamn chest. Oh. All right. Before we get into it again, let us change up our spells. I would like to do torrent, but it's a little fucky. We could do glacial cascade in one hand, and another thing in the other. We need another cryo spell in our right. We could just have a fistful of eyes, which is a little bit like, it's kind of shit. It's not shit. It's just I've played with it so much that I'm like, oh, get away from me. Yeah, let's get this one. ×3. Detonate blast gas bunch. Should be fine. We got this cryo right. Yes, we're good to go. We're good to go. Also, look at that hip flexion. Golly, gonna blow out your back. Golly. Let's queue up another one. This time, let's try to actually get all the raid bosses. Why can't? Oh, you guys already set it up. Also, what is this? Ooh, a pixie. It's chaotic. I don't know if I wanted it though. It looks very cool though. Thank you, thank you. Also, what's this? Level 40 chaotic sticky. Oh, this one. I remember this one would be great. I'll grab that. I'll try that out. That one was my favorite in the that was like carried me for a long time when I was actually using the thing. Although it's weird, man. Like there's not that well, like once you dig into your skill tree, as much as I talked up repeating cast, which it is a fantastic thing, it kind of ages out because you can just have such an abundance of cooldown. And most things, if you get a good roll on something, it innately has less cooldown stuff, or you're just completely building around it entirely, you know? So yeah. But yes, we'll do glacial cascade and this and this and this. Also, man, glacial cascade comes back so fast. It's kind of just used as like a way to heal constantly. Also, if you ever see me cast and like completely whiff, I'm bad at video games, but also it's also because I do it to heal. I do it because sometimes you just, again, there's so much weird spaghetti nonsense where you get a dot on you and you won't even really barely notice that it's on you, and you'll just get dropped. Also, there's that. Boys, ready to break this thing. Yeah, activate it. Let's go. Break it. There we go. Easy peasy. Well done. Don't collect the crystals yet. Get a dot damage decrease. Fuck ourselves up. Let's go. Let's go. More curses. What's good, Aggro? Aggro says, hey brother, hope all is fantastic, Aggro. Also, Aggro, that's so fucked up, man. Like, yeah. Also, this, like, everything seems like, also, you just know some creative ass people. Some really creative people. You got friends in high places, or friends with obsession disorders like myself. And by that I mean I just get hard focused onto one thing, and I'm not sure if I call it obsessed. It never happens with people, so it's not like a creepy stalker thing. All right, leave me alone, okay? But I get really into things, and I like to be like not like understand things deeply that I kind of enjoy. You know, I'm sure everyone's like that to an extent. But I had a problem with that when I was a kid because I would like stop eating. I would get lost in the sauce essentially. But yeah. Also, these things I think only take damage from melee, or they just have such a heavy reduction to damage. It sucks. Because even though we're pumping out damage that would eclipse a raid boss, for whatever reason, we're just barely making a dent here. Either that, or maybe it's their tail that you get. Like they have a weak point that's specific. Who knows? Aggro says, my friends are friends if you know what I mean, brother. Well, my friends are your friends if you know what I mean, brother. What does that mean? what does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Let's drop down. Where are we going? There it is. I missed. God damn you. Also, yeah, man, the one instance where Glacial Cascade is like we're fighting a bunch of like enemies in the air. Pain. Oh, that means that what I get, you can get as well. Oh, I appreciate that, aggro. That's very sweet. But man, what do you call it? I'm interested about that DMCA thing, man. That's one of the things that I've heard a lot, especially in maybe, man. I don't know the whole story of it. I just got a little piece of it in the message you sent me. But basically, if you guys don't know, aggro streams a great deal on Twitch. And is in the process, I think, making a video. I hope he tells me when he uploads it, so I can tell you guys about it as well. But essentially, he was listening to music or something on stream and he got DMC claimed. But I know people who are getting wrecked by that on Twitch. Granted, also, what is this? No, I don't want it. But what do you call it? Man, that's the hell fear, terrifying. The good news is that like YouTube people have had to deal with the fucking misery of like a company just being like, hey, this video that has 10 seconds of nothing in a video wise, that whole thing is ours. And guess what? There's like this looming, it doesn't exist anymore, but there used to be this like looming terror above your channel of like a company being able to be like, I'll fucking smack the fuck out of you, dude. I'll just, like, you made one claim could just whap. So you almost all the time, any OG person who's been on the site for more than like 8 years, 8 years back, I mean, has always been like, copyright claim, video doesn't exist anymore. Delete it, get rid of it. I don't want that on me. Okay, it's gonna suffocate me. So people have just, I think people on YouTube have just been like destroyed mentally from that. You got him on Syndicate or Drill? You got him? But anyways, the whole the VOD thing on Twitch, I know is new to a lot of people, and I think they're worse about it. Like, YouTube at least has this thing where they're like, hey, some McDouche is getting mad at you. You can either dispute it or you can get rid of it. Fucking no. And I know Twitch has just gotten into that recently, except I think they're more brutal about it a little bit. Which I think they kind of had to be, but because yeah, just it seems like. But also, man, that's the thing that pisses me off is like I think there's just an innately better system. You know how we're all making builds and we're all finding like answers to problems, and a lot of the answers are pretty good solutions. You know, I love that. That's my like favorite thing is when somebody actually makes a point to find a better way and to find a solution that makes everybody win and it just functions 10 times more efficiently. The one thing that never made sense to me is why the fuck does somebody, when you have 10 seconds of something in your video, own all of the video? Like if you're streaming, you have 2 to 3 to 4 hours of video. And if you have one song in there, they're like, yeah, all that mine. It's just like, what? I'm totally game with sharing the revenue if I've used something that you would determine is worth an innate amount of value. That's fine. Take a piece. But the fact that you're like, fuck you, it's all mine. It's like, what the shit? Like, I could see if I uploaded the whole thing, but it just never made sense. It's a bunch of bullshit, frankly. Oh, also, that's why I'm getting dropped. We took Spectral Vengeance. Right, Spectral Vengeance, just like, sometimes you're just hanging out and you just whoosh, get dropped. Not good. Edgar says, yeah, I'm just making assumptions right now, so not making accusations, just saying it's funny on the time. Yeah, man, well, that's the weird thing. That would be really weird for me, because that was what Edgar was, I hope I'm okay to talk about this, Edgar. Let me know if you don't want me to talk about anything like this. Let me know. Yeah, everyone should let me know when like something is meant to just be like a conversation with me and you, because I tend to, I don't know, I'm not sure if I have a big mouth, but I tend to think there's ways to communicate just about anything. In an understanding way, in a world that's good bit politically correct. I'm definitely gonna get in trouble, but I don't want to be afraid to communicate, especially when I'm not doing it from a bad place. At least I'd hope. But as far as there being people in the community that might have an issue with you in the Wonderlands community, and in turn are striking the video. I don't know if, I mean, that's totally something that maybe could happen, but part of me thinks that it could just be like you just said, but maybe bad timing. But yeah, I don't hide much. I tend to make everything very yeah. Well, it's not to say that like I do think people are entitled to privacy. Secrecy is a little bit different if you have loved ones and like people that are like need you. Secrecy is something else, but privacy I think everyone's entitled to. But for me, if you could live to be an honest man, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to be alone, or you're going to find out how to hold that properly. You know, you're going to be able to find out how to hold that burden of communicating the truth in such a way that you can be a good man and still be honest, I think. but it's quite the challenge. Don't misunderstand me. Nub says Twitch is about to implement the same system as YouTube. Yeah, man. There's a lot of weird stuff happening on Twitch that's recently just been popping off. They're like, but also, what was happening with also Drill? You look great. What the hell was happening with the weirdness? Oh, you guys getting the skull? Oh, you guys already got the skull. I see. What was I saying? Oh, what the hell's happening? YouTubers saying that like they're gonna have a renaissance on like Twitch or on YouTube streaming. They're like gonna upgrade everything. I think it's happening maybe this year sometime, but I don't know, man. I haven't seen shit. I haven't seen shit. Red says, first impressions of Tower of Fantasy seem good. Looks fun. The fact we can use or create characters instead of having to use the preset characters is very nice. I agree, man. I haven't seen too many things in terms of gameplay of it. I've just seen that people say, I've got to play it, and it's been neat, you know? Which I'm like, God damn it. Let me see some gameplay. Let me see what's happening. But maybe I just haven't seen the right videos yet. But no, man, Tower of Fantasy is going to be interesting. I'm really interested in where I should place certain things, though, because I did think about that. Like, I made a point to like keep it a little open in terms of like, again, I'm not sure about you guys, but nasty spill. I can't wait to play that Harry Potter RPG. Like, I'm like, fucking dude, come on. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it's just me. But also, I realize that may not convert as well into the Wonderlands or kind of like FPS shooter kind of game, so I think that might have to stay on GRINN, which is like the personal channel, which is also kind of like the channel where I'm like, I don't know where this goes, you know. Oh no shit, I watched M-Dash play it for some of it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that video pop up yet. Interesting. Am I picking the right one? Yeah, it's just that buff. Ronald says, same bro, Slytherin for life, Hufflepuff for life, my friend. But I appreciate you being across the pond, okay? Proud member of Hufflepuff over here, all right? Some people hide it. I love it. I love my people. And also Slytherin people, and also everybody else. Granted, Slytherin people are funny. because yeah, it's like some people are like, hey man, I just make sure I take care of me. And I'm like, hell yeah. But at the same time, some people are like, I hate people and I'm a bad person. Also, I'm a Slytherin. I'm like, well, I feel like you're kind of polluting the well there, my friend. But you know, also, I gotcha. You gotta keep casting, Lone City. That's the one weird meta thing of the build. You have to keep casting, or else you'll step on a dot and it'll just eat you alive. It's pain. Yeah, we do a lot. It was one of those glacial cascades hit, man. So many of those spikes have a chance of detonating blast gas, and woof, just eviscerate, you know. Well done, boys. Where the fuck am I going? We failed because who the fuck does melee? Nub says Slytherin, baby. I knew I'd be located in Skyrim, but I'm surprised how close Gryffindor was. Oh, sorry. No, I meant, I don't know why you're at Skyrim. What the fuck happened to my brain? I knew I'd be located in Slytherin, but I'm surprised how close to Gryffindor I was. I honestly, I think I have more judgment for Gryffindors than I do Slytherins, all right? Just as like a fucked up mental thing. Because the whole fucking, again, I've always said it. People come at Gryffindors for having innate luck by Dumbledore or some bullshit. I'm more in the camp that you're gonna die. Okay, all of the questions that dictate whether you're a Gryffindor is like, fuck it, I guess I'll die. Hey, if there's a troll on a bridge and there's clearly another path to go around it, Gryffindors are like, fuck that, I'm gonna kill that giant orc. It's like, Gryffindors would not live. The end. You just die. You would die immediately. Hey, oh, you hear a horrifying scream in the woods. A Gryffindor, go right the fuck in that screaming woods and get eaten. Like, it's just nonsense. It just fucking makes me lose my mind all the time. And everyone's like, I want to be a Gryffindor. And I'm like, whatever, that lady fucked up Gryffindor people bad, okay? You have problems. If that also, I'm mostly kidding. Just to be clear, I'm not actually. You're fine. This is not a determinant of self-worth. Granted, it's a fun gimmick that I like to egg on occasion. Lone Singlet says another any other anime interested in or looking forward to. So I've been into a bit all new stuff like the Kid in the Cat. Yeah, man, this season's looking great. We had the whole COVID shakes for a while that people were trying to kick. I think we're finally getting out of it, which is nice. But yes, go more curses. Honestly, yeah, if we're able to like do this, we're killing it. All right. The reason why is because we have a lot of curses. We're gonna fight all of the raid bosses. Granted, we don't fuck up the last one. And we have like crazy scaling because we have 4 people we're playing with, which all have it makes enemies have a ton more health. So if we're to cut through this, our build can manage. If we're not, our build still can manage because you will do more damage without playing with all these people. Okay. Jesus. Oh, little man. This. Oh, I'm in it. I'm in the shit of it. I can't see anything. Oh, fuck, cast. Cast to heal. Cast to heal. I think I'm in a dot. I'm just stepping in a dot, I guess. Yeah. Feels bad. Oh, there's a thing over there. Thank you for healing me, my friend. There we go. Something killed something. Thank God. Look at that. Golly. There's so much happening. It's like a fucking mess. Oh shit. Cast. Heal. Golly. Give me my spell to heal. Just to get me over the edge. Come on. There we go. Alright. Alright, everybody back up. As soon as... Okay, whomever... yeah. Sorry. It's just this one thing here is always a nightmare to achieve. So yes. Who is gaining aggro? Who's leading it back? Because I feel like if we appoint one person, we can do it. Lone Syndicate's okay. Whomever is staying in the circle is saying they want to do it. Lone Syndicate is doing it. I'll do it. Never mind. I'll do it. Okay. So everyone just fuck off. Run to the main point over there. Okay. Also, I'm streaming, so it's kind of nice that I do something. So people have something to look at. Okay, everybody, run away. Run away! See, now all the pressure's on me. And then I fuck it up and it just goes all to shit. God damn it. Dibba-da-ba. There we go. Pull it a little bit more this way. There's a trap there. Thank God it's not activated. We're good doing this. Come. And this. Why is it all blurry for me? A little bit. Over here, ball. But as far as other anime, man, that I'm looking forward to, Lone Syndicate, I have not seen. Well, there's a lot of ones, man. But also, I need to catch up, dude. That's the other thing. I need to catch up big time. There's so many. I still haven't finished Slime, man. I'm enjoying that thoroughly. But then I had to finish this build because it's been a hot minute since I made one, and I was like, I hope people realize I'm still trying my best. So yeah, before we go through that portal, let me suck up these ruins. Is our regen better than this? Yeah, good bit. Kind of fended off a little bit. It's not bad. Not bad. Not the bad regen. For whatever reason, we gain less. No, because we haven't finished it yet. Yeah, probably get 5k from fighting these things. Hopefully. Ronald says, I want to be the strongest wizard to ever walk the world. I feel like that's hopefully going to be the premise of the whole Hogwarts game, bit of business. Okay, let's not stay too close, because we'll detonate the bullshit. Actually, we might need to stay real close. Let's go right here. Let's not break. Oh, I thought you spawned in time. Go. More of this. Oh, yeah, I knew I was going to eat that one. It's okay, we got that. I don't know why. Are you supposed to crouch? Is that the thing? And it's not like you have enough time to oh, God. React. Don't step in the poison, me. Golly. I think she freezes this, and that's what does so much dot damage to you. Also, there's stuff. We got... Oh, man, this pistol popped off pretty good. I still think it's a little bit too, like, it just devours ammunition. Also, hey, what is that about, guys? Also, what is this? More melee... Oh, the more crossbow bolts? That actually might be huge if your pixies count as getting crossbow bolts, which I don't know if they do. I'll take it to test it, but yes. But anyways, you know what's weird, man? In the literal like news coverage of the game, when like Gearbox was releasing little tidbits of Wonderlands as it was coming out, they specifically called out with like Game Informer. They specifically called out that you were going to be able to. There was like cut purse in the game where you hit an enemy with melee and you get ammunition back, but that's yet to be introduced. So I wonder if they held that back for DLC content, just slowly trickle that out to us. I don't know, but hope we see it again, because I do think there's like some builds that it's not like ammo's a problem, but it's just that eventually ammo could be enough of a problem to where you're kind of like, you know, where like, again, like for instance, that .exe magic thing, you just shred through ammunition like crazy. Also, yeah, how is Love is War Season 3? The one thing I haven't gotten into is Love is War Season 3. Never mind. I just seen Love is War Season 3 and I was like, all right, that exists. Also, Tina, stop it. Let's go. Also, I didn't know you could shoot her like that and do that. I seen someone do that on stream last time, and it was fun. So we're doing it now. Come on, let me see the numbers. There we go. More pixies. More pixies. I don't know what this one's gimmick. I think you just need to shoot that thing on his head, and it'll eventually break. Oh, if I know if you get hit by that, thankfully whenever we cast, we get healing, so we're able to tank that just a tiny bit. I hit it, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. There we go, we broke it. Whew. But yeah, it feels good to tank through that, especially if you have that healing. Just cast one spell, boom, you get hit with a flare, and you're like, I'm fine. Meanwhile, your face is missing. Yeah, be careful not to use too much ammunition. Make sure we just take our time casting, you know? I don't know what happened. He died. Jesus. Lone Singlet says, you have to jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump. Is that it? Is that literally the process? Because to me, is it like always the same thing? Because if it's always the same thing, then that's fair, I think, or kind of shitty, but fair. But everything else seems seems like it's too much otherwise, because it seems like you don't have enough time to react. Go, my little arc torrents. Although this is something I don't think I've said enough, by the way, but this game is I do think that Wonderlands is like, I thought Borderlands 3 was really good, but Wonderlands I think is one of the best games build wise. Like I feel like everything is pretty damned optimal, really fun, and very viable. In regards to maybe what do you call it, Clawbringer, just like there's a way to probably make him work. Granted, it doesn't seem like it's a good way. Like it doesn't seem like you're able to amplify what Clawbringer does on a passive. Which is shitty. You know, like you want to be able to use Clawbringer and actually have him just constantly like let it rip. There we go. Sorry, but I should specify. Clawbringer, his bird. His bird is like I think a part of his. Oh, we're fighting her. I thought we were in the whole thing. Also, fuck, man. There's so many bosses are not goddamn. They're not, like flying, and Glacial Cascade just like guess I'll do nothing. Fucking stupid. Just makes purple even more better, you know. Oh, is this the thing where you need to grab like a flare on the ground? Oh, something. I seen someone do this passively and I thought it looked cool. Can that reach up there, you think? No. Oh. Oh, do you guys think in the new DLC stuff that's going to come out on Friday, do you guys think that the weapon wheel is going to be strictly cosmetic? Or do you think it's going to be... Because that's the weird thing, man. I was really expecting to do like a little bit of half and half. When in regards to, like, you know, in past games, we used to always farm bosses. And in this game, we're like farming the Chaos Chambers, which I love greatly. I think it's much more fun. Also, don't go through the thing yet. Frost damage and dark magic damage. I'll grab that even though it's not chaotic. We got this too. No. One more spell. Frost Orb. If I found an absolutely stacked out of its mind Frost Orb, I might take it. What was I saying? God damn it. I don't know. It's weird that, like, I think that what they're going to do is the same thing that they've done with the Chaos Chambers, which people will be like, this legendary drops from this boss. You'll never fight him, though, because it's insane to not just do the Chaos Chambers. And, like, yeah, because you can get anything and also a double value on top of all the other legendaries that you can get. So I have the feeling that the one boss, or the one new optional objective thing, the Mirror Mysteries, will be the same thing, where you're just going to get going in there and going to be like, all right, well, Jesus. But also, ladies and gentlemen, look at all this. We got, what do you call it, lots of loot. Do you not get to see the curses that you had? Yeah, we had all of the curses we possibly could. Just curse. We also had insane scaling. So the enemies had an exponential increase in their HP. Also, if you touch the ground and you got hit by with a dot, you're just dead. So, well done. Ronald says, we killed it. I know. We did great. Well done. We got that one. Yeah, I guess I'll just go magic again, just in case I find some kind of cool legendary. Like, I kind of want to, again, as much as I know there's insanity that lives within purple spells, I kind of do want to get spells that are legendary, just because I think if you can find, like, hopefully the build that we're doing is doing enough damage to where it's pretty damn fun, you know. Lone Singlet says, the only thing I haven't gotten into is Love is War Season 3. You have to jump crowds. I start Season 3 tonight and let you know about it on Thursday. Yeah, man. I forgot. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So we're going to stream on Wednesday, right? Man, I think Wednesday I'm just going to read my book. We're going to have a nice chill day, read my book. It's been a while since I've done it, and I feel like always bad that I keep putting it off. Mark says, I'm farming forever. Go through. What? Oh, I see. In terms of us getting in through the encounter. Also, ooh, is that what we want? Time skip? ×2, but it is not what we want. It's not a double charge. Honestly, I don't even know if you want, like, maybe anything more than 2 charges. I don't think you would want on time skip. Saw blades, however, yeah. Or saw blades, I don't even know. I feel like the one thing that you do want charges on is something that's not repeating cast, and I always get them on repeating cast. Barrel maker, nah. Thread count, no. 2 extra projectiles, it's just the same thing, I think. Same identical thing. The critical spell, I've seen a lot of people use the critical spell. I think it's doing something more than I know. More than it says, I should say. Yeah, critical spell does that. Oh, that was ×3 though. That seems actually better than normal. I'll grab that. Ooh, time skip. It's got a lot of cooldown, but it's not chaotic even, so we can't grab it. My love, Glacial Cascade. Yeah, nothing crazy, unfortunately. Ooh, a move spell. Dark magic, so close, and poison damage. If it was cryo, I would take it. Heals allies, reviver. Ooh, laser hand. No. What is this? Ooh, frozen orb. Ah, it's not good enough. I don't even know if frozen orb can be that good. Honestly, it looks really cool, but yeah. Flamethrower, no. Umbrella. Ooh, this one's seemingly pretty stacked, actually. Okay, I'll take it. Summons an ice spike. Summons several ice spikes in rapid succession. That's tempting. What's this? Oh, is that the one that's like a constellation? Yeah, this is the one that I wanted to be good. Its cooldown is a little too high. If it was repeating cast, you can get away with 16 seconds, but it's not, which leaves it to be a little bit hard. That's another one that I think would be really good for the spell build. It's also just really fun to use. It's just easy to cast it. You just wreck. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, never mind. I was gonna ask you guys a loaded question. I don't want that. But yeah. What do you call it? I don't know if there's going to be. Well, I don't know what we're gonna be able to get. Because like in the trailer for the new DLC, right? It's coming out on Friday. They've specified that it's going to have tiers. So each week it's going to get progressively harder. We're going to unlock another phase or a ability to the boss, right? But I don't know if they've limited, and I think it would be a decent idea if they limited the legendaries that we're able to attain gradually. So in phase 1, here's a new legendary. On phase 2, here's another one. Just so we're not like ravenous, because when you shotgun blast like 7 legendaries out into the world space, it has the tendency to make people like overlook everything, because they're like, this is just such a high volume of stuff that it's easy to overlook it. Whereas if they slowly drip feed people, every legendary will get like decoded and like drastically understood, I think. And yeah, but I'm curious on how that will be. So like I want to be excited for some of the legendaries I've seen in the trailer, but I'm kind of like. I feel like I may not come up for another, and be a month away, end of the month kind of thing, you know, or not end of the month, midway through next month, whatever it would be. I will say that was a little weird, where it seems like we're kind of half and half in months. Like it seems like each door or realm will be segregated to one month with a new realm, except now since they've launched it in the middle of a month, it's just kind of it's not satisfying. It's kind of spaced out in a weird way, you know. Also, there's so many legendaries that I feel like we're just gonna get. It's gonna be hard to see. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just bank your crystals? Like, just keep them somewhere. It's like, hey, I'll spend these when I eventually figure out what I want. Instead, they're like, no, bitch, you gotta do it now. And I'm like, but I don't know what I want. I don't even know what I'm building yet, because I just finished this one. All I know is maybe melee weapons would be kind of good. Who knows? Take my 3 points quickly. There. Alright, chaotic version of this. Fire damage. I don't know how that would intrinsically feed into anything, but yeah, spell cooldown wouldn't really. I guess that's kind of synergistic as to what we do. Fatebringer, that stacks up to 3 times. Regenerates your ward. Fire damage again. I don't know if that's what we want. No, same thing, except worse with cryo or with poison. Bonk. Chaotic this time, and electric. Huh. No, because I think I'm gonna go. Frost. What is it called? Frostbringer. Clawbringer. Sorry, no. Berserker. That's right. I think I'm gonna go Berserker. So if I could get that in cryo, I might consider it. But who knows? Snake stick. No. No, poison damage also. No. Nail it. That was what we just looked at. I knew this would happen. We're too fucking, yeah, right on top of each other. Bag lag, no. Movement speed, though, and reload speed is not bad. Especially the reload speed. I wonder if they're ever going to make something that incentivizes that. Like, just a weapon that has such a long reload speed, but hits like a truck. So if you specifically built to counter that, you would get benefited. I don't know. I think it'd be a nice idea. But, because right now, it just seems like there's, why? Why would you ever build excess reload speed, you know? Reduces the projectile from the rear. Alright, that's just the plate, the frying pan. Same thing. Twisted Soul. Yes. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't let me forget to update the video with better information about we're not scaling by 800%. We're scaling by 300. Please. Still a lot. Still a crazy amount. I think we're even scaling by like 20% or something. It doesn't change the fact that we still melt boxes real quick, you know. So I think hopefully people won't be like, "What the fuck, man?" But why? What? We still murdered everything in 2 seconds. I don't think I got much. The alarm. Oh, the grants. I love playing with y'all, but this is like, I feel like a dummy. Yeah. Cause I don't know. Like, yeah, if I had a purpose, I'd be happy about it, but I don't. Lone Singer says, "I got you something, my friend." What is it, Lone Singer? What happened? Chuck it to me over here. Oh, my body. I'm so sore, dude. Oh, shit. Ugh. What did you get? Don't throw it off the cliff, please. It's over here. Ooh. Holy shit, Lone Singer. That is a beautiful, baby. Let's go. That looks awesome, man. Holy shit. Oh, I did pick up that thing. Awesome. Awesome. But that is exactly what I was hoping to get, Lone Syndicate. Golly. That is a ×2. Plus 2 charges, baby. That means you can just clickety-clack, you're all the way home. Only thing, yeah, Frank, has anybody ever gotten a spell that's legendary that's ×3 that wasn't already like that? Like Glacial Cascade is always ×3. That's not what I mean. I mean like spells that literally have like additional projectiles tacked onto them. Has anyone gotten those? Because I don't know if there's a cap on ×2 always being the base. I want to say that's right, but I don't know. Ron says, "Clutch, I know. Can't wait to level that up." I'm not. Yeah. The one thing I kind of like to wait to do, like I want to make sure I have everything in the right alignment before I update builds. So like I want to make sure, I think at this point we have aggregated enough like worth to make a whole video about our Spore Warden, because we have better pixies, we can scale up by cryo damage rather than poison weirdness, which doesn't really feed into anything because there's nothing intrinsic about that going into the build, whereas cryo definitely is just innate in being a utility element and also very, very good, you know? So I think we can pivot around that and be good to go. But yes. But I don't like to update a build until we've, like if we only have one upgrade to make, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'll try to find something else to tack onto it, whether that's just another way of playing, another weapon that's kind of useful. But are we not done yet? As people looking through the internet, looking through their things still? So let me finish my coffee. We're about to get close to halfway. Are you guys excited by the new helmets that they've added, by the way? Got some cool braids. Got some badass tattoos. See, the thing that I've kind of screwed myself for, though, man, is I've desperately wanted to... I want to make a female, like, aesthetic-looking character. Cannot travel while someone's in the thing. Oh, Lone Syndicate's still wishing. Oh, sorry, Lone Syndicate, I didn't see that. Forgive me, I didn't know that. Good call on blocking me. Moving, by the way. But, what do you call it? Are we good to go? No, Lone Syndicate still go. Okay, gotcha. He's just looking one by one. Fair. What was I saying? Oh, I wanted to make like a female like looking character because there's a lot of cool options that are like badass. Also, what the fuck is this? What did you do? What is that, Ronald? Jesus. I was like, so many. That seems like a... Is that not a mod? That's so many. That feels like so many. That's gotta be a mod. Because there's a cap on how many hydras you can... Oh, maybe not. No, sorry, maybe not. Because I think you have one... You're using one hydra, but it has 3 heads. So it just looks insane. Okay. Is it... What is this? What is this? Yeah, that's wild. That shit's wild. I can't really see it. There we go. Interesting. Volatile. Huge. Hydras. Melee damage as well. Ability damage scaling. And it's cryo. Golly. Yeah, that seems really good. Does that do as good as Pixies or not? Not quite. Because I do think... Actually, I don't know if Hydras scale off of damage as well. I don't know. Or spell damage, I mean. I don't know. You ready to go, Lone Syndicate? Touching the ground? Yes, nice. It's great. It does great. Nice. Yeah, man. I may need to, what do you call it? Might need to throw me a save file because that seems awesome. Because it's I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's absolutely fucking fantastic. But the one weapon I want to give people is a weapon to use whenever you bottom out on your magazine, because that's something that was a problem in my build that was like, it's the most remedied we've ever had it, which is basically just because you can cast for a long period of time, so it kind of stops you from just like chucking your pixies to like you burn out your entire clip. So it kind of helps you gives you a window of opportunity to kind of do something else. But what did I want to say? In regards to, what was it? In regards to in regards to like when people do eventually accidentally throw too many pixies, to have like another fallback weapon that's a shotgun, that's something else. Granted, I don't know many other weapons that scale off of spell damage or companion damage, or anything like that, or ability damage, sorry, which is again a shitty thing. I think that'd be awesome if they did make a point to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll do one more run, and we'll probably try to skip a lot of the raid bosses stuff just to get through it, because yes, we also end it with 10k, so it's a lot. We only get 5k for doing the extra bosses. We've already shown that we can easily do them, you know. I just want to, we have a limited time is why I'm also like, but yeah. Ronald says, anything fear not takes spell damage. Okay, is that what it is, the prefix? I've heard people say that. I haven't tested it myself yet. Do you have another one? This is it was the same thing, volatile, everything. Are you throwing this down for me to grab it? If not, let me know. I'll chuck it back to you. I'll chuck it back to you, Ronald. Mark says, I never run. I can't. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ronald. Appreciate it immensely. Are we all ready to go? Is everyone out of their inventory? I think so. It's yours. Wait, before we go. Sorry, I want to have a different time. Let's change our gear. sorry. I want to put on some different stuff. Let's go blood magic this time, and let's go with Quake. We're gonna put on Quake. In fact, maybe we should put on one. Let's put on one Quake. All right, let's not get a little bit crazy. All right, we'll put on one Quake, but also we'll put on a meteorite. That's blood magic. That, and then this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun, but have it be different. I will switch off our this. And we're good to go here. Perfect. Let's go. What's good, Legendary? Legendary says, I believe I am sold. Lol. I want to play this game. Man, it's awesome. It's very fun. Especially with there being like consistent updates, at least. I shouldn't jump the gun. I should be careful. I don't know if we're going to get enough updates to be like, holy shit, look at this. Also, I didn't equip the right fucking thing. Yeah. Uh-oh. Also, we need to use the right thing here. Yeah, I put on my meteor, not Lone Syndicate's that he gave me. This one does higher base damage, but it's not good enough. It doesn't come back fast, which is the main thing. At least with everything else in the game, you're fine. But at least within Chaos Chambers, there's just so much dot damage that like you'll just get wrecked immediately. So you need to be careful in that regard. But yes, let me switch off that one to a better one. Simple cast. Where is it? Is this it? Yes. Yeah. See, this one has a cooldown of 8 seconds. And it has 2 charges, which is awesome. Let's go here and go. I need to drink my goddamn coffee. That's so not good. It's just not very good at all. Ugh. Also, if anybody finds a dark magic spell that has like multiple charges and is just kind of good, because I kind of want like a dark magic spell that's like a projectile base. You know, so you know how we have like the snap your fingers and you summon forth an ice spike that's really good. I'm hoping that I know there's a dark magic equivalent of that, which you just summon like this AOE bomb, and you can actually have it detonate twice. So I'm hoping that exists, and hopefully hits hard. It also has pretty good AoE. And I also know that there's a dark magic. I think it's something, I don't know what it's called. Oh, I think it's just that, except it's not repeating cast. But yeah, if I could, that's the one thing that to me would be nice, because again, I like there's two elements that are reigning like absolutely supreme, and it's dark magic and cryo. Cryo just because it's utility and also it has crazy scaling, but dark magic because it's healing the shit out of you, and also the Graveborn can make use of it pretty well. Granted, I don't know if he's able to truly make use of it because the skill in his skill tree that buffs dark magic damage flat is actually not very good. It's just like not it compared to the companion one. It's just terrible in consideration. You know, I'm not sure if it scales based on like chaos level or something, but something's happening there, which is crazy. I'll give you this. Spectral Vengeance. Also, dude, I always say this, and I hate that I repeat myself so much, but I always forget to melee things, and there's such a massive gain in that. Why are you looking at me, Drill? What's happened? You're not trying to go through? What's happened? What's taking place? Give me this. Huh. Gimme. Look at that. God, I love Quake so much. I wonder if there's like a perfect... man, that's the one thing that like to me is really interesting. I can't wait to see the limitations on everything. Like what is an absolute perfect thing? That even as far as purples are concerned, like is it possible to get certain things on top of everything else? Like, are you able to get, like, 4 charges? Because I see some cryo spells have that. Are you able to get, like, 4 charges with some just absolutely cracked out of your mind scaling units, you know? Like, what do you call it? 5 charges times 3 or something with multiple... Like, I don't know what the limit is. I think everyone's stuck in that, like, fuck it! Let's just hang out. Let's just see what happens. What's good, Dan? Dan says... can you get a Dark Pixie without mods? I believe you can. But I also believe it's probably one of the rarest things. The reason why is because how we got our Pixie that we're currently rocking is by a lovely individual called Aggro, and I think he said that we can talk about these things, so hopefully it's okay. But essentially, how he got these Pixies is in the beginning of the game, there was I don't know if it still exists, but it's a way to basically re-instance back-to-back vending machines instantly. So like really quickly, just bang, 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 without having to load out and load back in. So this is what people were doing all around who knew about this glitch, and they constantly kept refreshing the vending machines until they finally got a Dark Pixie version of that. And lo and behold, here it is. Yeah, now I believe him, but if you don't believe him, then don't use it. But I believe him greatly. To me, also, it's I think it's somewhere in my like Pixie farm meta just going crazy. I did see a Pixie that did come in Dark Magic that was a pistol, a Fury or a pistol. But it's just the answer is it's kind of really, really rare. And yeah, I think that if you feel uncomfortable with anything as far as save files go, just give it some time. I'm sure eventually a content creator will get it to drop for them, and they'll be like, yes, this is applicable, etc. But also, I gave you 2 within the what do you call it, build. So you have a cryo one, which is also from Aggro, a cryo one that's also fantastic. And yeah, also, yeah, there's like this, to me, there's certain things that make sense. Like it would be really weird for me for all of the Pixies. I've seen Pixies in every single element, and I think Dark Magic. It'd be really weird for them just to say, yeah, fuck it, Dark Magic can't exist on a Pixie. It just seems weird, especially when there's ways to have a Dark Magic Pixie. Like you could just use a class mod that will convert all of your companions to Dark Magic, and boom, bam, now you have it. So it'd just be weird for it to be like, that one element, fuck it. It's like, what? Why? It doesn't really make sense in my head. So yeah, but I do think it's just really, really rare. So yeah. But also there's a lot of things all around everywhere. So yes, and I mean, man, this is just me, man. But as soon as there's a Gibbs save editor kind of situation going on, I absolutely will use it. Now, granted, I think I'll communicate that to you guys. But also, I never want to use a weapon that can't exist. You know what I mean? Like that to me is my personal line, which yours might be different. But yeah, what do you call it? That's my personal line, is I don't ever want to use a weapon that can exist within the game, because the limitations of that are very, very fun. That's kind of the point of builds. Whereas like you're put in an environment where you kind of have to make something work, and those restrictions make cool things happen, which is fun. But yeah, that's actually not bad. That's not chaotic though. Let's go with this. Up. Lone Syndicate says, imagine stay with me now, repeating cast me. Oh, dude, that'd be so fun. I don't know if it's. I don't think that's possible. I've never seen that one. But again, I'm like, that's how I feel about everything, dude. I'm so hesitant on saying that can exist because it might. It just might be the rarest thing on the planet, which I actually love. I love that that's the case, and I just dislike that we don't know. If we could like come together as a community and everyone be like, here's proof of something dropping, and no, I didn't code the game like crazy, because there's got to be a little bit of good faith operating going on. But yeah, to me, if I knew the limitations of something, then you could be like, okay, I get it. Now, granted, as soon as people know those limitations, there's ways to, I think, mod a gun to just be exactly what you'd have. And then there's the argument of, okay, well, wait, this can drop in the real world. Yes, it's modded, but the difference between this and something else is someone grinding for like 500 hours and then you getting a save file. And the difference is the guy who didn't farm for 500 hours but just has the same outcome. And to me, I'm like, I feel like they're the same thing. I don't know why I'm trying to, like, there's a blood currency or a life drain currency on certain things, you know. And by the way, I don't think anyone's saying that in the chat. I think this is the sense that people kind of have, which I think it's fun to talk about, because I think it's oftentimes a little weird. Like, it sometimes doesn't make the most sense, I suppose. Mark says, I changed armor color. Oh, you're trying to show? Yeah, tell me, Mark. I'm in the flow of things, man. Okay? I'm out here being a dickhead accidentally. Okay? I would love to see your armor look, man. But it looks great. That's also something I would like to, like, yeah, there's certain things that I, like, especially with the last patch, that people were like, fuck you, Gearbox! You took my cryo pistol away from me, which I get is pissed. I'd piss me off if they just nuked Pixies. I'd be mad as well. So I feel, oh, quickly, this. Shoot. Go. Ah! So close. Let's not take roguelike. Let's take everything else. There we go. But let me see what you're looking like. Drill. Is it Drill? Who said that? Let me see. No, it's Mark. Yeah, no, it's Drill. Mark is Drill. Yeah. Look great. I like the go. I feel like I like the white one. Granted, little KKK, you know, but this one works better too. But yeah, this one's fine. This one looks good. I like the undead, the red eyes. It makes everything come together. Although, why are you so short? You gotta make Cat a little bit taller. I can't see. I gotta crouch. Legendary says, looks so much like Diablo 2. Yeah, this one, man. The game has an incredible style. I wish this place existed. Does anybody know if this place exists within the overworld? Because I don't think it does. Also, man, I want to go back to the overworld. I haven't messed with Oasis yet. We might do a stream where we're just chilling and doing side quests, because I haven't fucked with Oasis at all. Go, Pixies! Yeah, this boss sucks. I think she does an AoE pulse that, like, eventually wrecks. So I trust Lone Syndicate. I didn't get to trust him. I tried to crouching to see if that was how it would jump, crouch. And I don't know if that was actually a rhythm. But regardless, we blitzkrieg that one. Yeah, blood magic is the best. Also, shit, we're about to die. Cast some spells. We're full health. All right. No, thank you. Let me catch up on chat. Plexi says, I will eventually be possible about 2 months. 2 months after BL3 dropped, there was a spreadsheet that showed all of the possible drops and their variations. Awesome, man. I know. I don't know, man, because what do you got? I think Wonderlands is doing better than Borderlands 3. Is that true or no? I think it's a little bit niche. I feel like it's crazy. Just because it has an endgame, people are like, holy shit, like, I should play. I guess we could just go, yeah, because we're not fighting raid bosses. We just want a quick run. And the sooner we get in there, sooner people can buy what they want to buy. Dan says you can kill stuff in like 6 seconds with what? Ronald says, or trying to get the right enchantment on Pixies. You grinding hours. I totally cool it. Yeah. Lonesick says, speaking of armor, the armor you gave me, Grin, it looks so cool. Which armor? Oh, the spellcaster one? Yeah. It's the one that everyone uses. Granted, it's gonna get old real fast. Lone Syndicate, forgive me. It's the one that scales with your ability damage. Granted, maybe they can also summon with different looks, because I think I've seen that too. But maybe some things and not others. Dan says the next nerf is Pixies, or Gearbox is not like that question mark. What do you mean? I mean, to me, man, the thing is I actually, well, okay, here, let me do both, okay? I think one, Pixies to me are brilliant because of the nature of the game and the way it's scaling. The fact that there's a melee build, there is a ability build, there is a spell build, there's all kinds of builds. The fact that there's like no melee weapon that scales with melee damage besides a fucking Fury or like Spinny Storm, whatever, that's nonsense. The fact that Pixies in this weird prefix, in this one specific avenue, do count as spell damage and companion damage, to me is the right choice because it makes them optimal for builds that otherwise spellcasters would be like, guess I can't do anything. Guess I can't do any sort of damage. When it comes to guns, so I'm only ever going to be using pistols, or only ever going to be using, spells, and then doing nothing with my pistols, etc. So to me, I think, like, Pixies is in the right direction. Now, mind you, if there's a question of are Pixies performing too high, that I don't mind. I don't mind if people are like, okay, like Pixies are supposed to be this cumulative additive damage, and maybe when you get the perfect roll you can still melt things like you used to, but let's make it so that like they do a little bit less damage to bring it back to like real world shit, rather than just nuking things. That I would be somewhat okay with. Granted, it didn't just make, because that's the problem. Like, to me, the worst thing is when Gearbox overcorrects something, because it just makes people pissed and it devalues your investment heavily. If you especially how fucking rare the specific prefix to this specific weapon is, like Plaxi was saying. The fact that people are hunting for that, grinding for that over and over and over again, and then your reward for that is in 2 weeks it's nerfed. It just makes you not want to invest in anything ever. So again, an adjustment is acceptable, I think, but if they did just nuke it into the ground, it's just like, what the fuck, you know? And granted, they did take one high-performing legendary weapon that everybody was using. I don't think it should have got nerfed as much as it did. Granted, if you had a build that was perfectly optimized, it still could shred, but it also had a weakness to where it just chewed through your magazine like crazy. So yeah, but anyways, that's kind of the devil's advocate, is like, if the argument is, well, this is doing so much damage to where it's making everything else redundant, that's fair, but then give me more choices and to scale down the damage a tiny bit, because I would love to use other weapons that scale, like there's a shotgun that shoots out like blade tethers, and I think it's called like Spellblade or something, I don't know, but that could be awesome. Also, a volatile weapon. Weird, doesn't have an element. Odd, but neat. I'll take that, thank you. Thank you. We got more time skips, but the one Lone Syndicate find is going to be hard to beat. It's going to be volatile. That's going to be decades until we get some of that. We got this. Umbrella. Oh, Barrel Maker, sorry. That's what that is. I'm probably moving, like, skipping past so much gold. More Barrel Maker spells. What are we doing? Moo. Ooh, Dark Magic. Oh, poison damage. It was Dark Magic Cry. We would have found it. It would have been great. We would have peaked. Okay. Twister, a poison and cry. I keep seeing those. I wonder if you can't get poison and dark magic to spawn. Probably. I'm just probably being a little crazy. Are we good, by the way? Is everyone good? Okay. The new rule of thumb. Once you're ready, touch the wall. Like that one movie. Pet the wall. Okay? Get right on top of that shit so I can see that everyone's ready to move on. Okay. Ronald says, or trying to get the right enchantments on a Plexi. Oh, no, sorry, that was Ronald said that, yeah. But trying to get the. Oh no, both of you guys made the point of like these are like a specific prefix of a specific genre of weapon in a specific category of manufacture with a specific element that we're trying to get with a specific type of thing on the bottom of it that says on multiple projectiles or multiple bullets increases damage, and they're like, yeah, fuck that. All that time and the thousands of fucking things you've been sifting living through, not worth. That would be painful. And I think that's like the exact path that I think a lot of people got sick and tired with Gearbox when it comes to the beginning of Borderlands 3. I think they nerfed the hex and people were like, what the fuck, dude? I spent so long grinding for this stupid thing. Now it's wasted. All my time gone. And it was bad. And then towards the end of Borderlands 3, they started scaling things in a better way. And I also think that it's gonna take some time for them to kind of, yeah, I don't know, because I want them to just communicate exactly what they're feeling. Like if they're like, some builds are overperforming, we don't want to have a build one-shot an enemy easily. If I said that, then I'd be like, okay, at least I know that that's the barometer. So how long what's the right sequence of time to melt something? But then, of course, that goes against the nature of this entire community, you know? Like, people will always try to find the thing that lets them have that psychotic level of output, etc. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start winding down. Because the boys got to go exercise in a couple minutes. But let's get to chat for a little bit. Mark says Oasis is cool, awesome quest. Like, yeah, man, there's so many. I still have so many side quests to go around and do. I can't wait. Ronald says you have to build into it though, like really build into it. What do you mean the pixies? Nub says, Grin, are you also getting this shitty snowstorm? Yeah, man, we got snow right now. Whole sky is painted white. Also, a whole yard, everything. Yes, it's a white ass Christmas, even though it's basically we're summer. So yeah, it's pain, man. I'm never worried about when it snows. I'm worried about what happens after that, where they're like, is it just cold enough for it to melt and then freeze again, and then we have a shit ton of ice everywhere? That's one of the funniest things is people always say Canadian drivers are shit, and it's like, you try driving on a fucking death trap road all the time, my guy. Okay. Dan says thanks. Hope it's not too bad. What's not? What's not too bad, Dan? Oh, you mean like the pixie nerf? I hope so. Not. I hope it's not either, man. Because to me, again, that'll be. I don't know. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you guys put yourself in the same perception of they're like, hey, we're gonna nerf something or scale it down, something like that, and it completely does it to a point in which you're no longer getting even half of what you got beforehand. That's real bad. That to me is like real bad. To where like in terms of like your feeling, like maybe you were one-shotting something, so it's like too much. But most pixies chew through things. They're meant to deal incremental dots of damage. Granted, if you specifically scale them up by using like 2 buff meisters, yes, the one-shot things. But that's you specifically doing something that you could do that to anything, spells, and it would do the same thing. Granted, you have even the littlest bit of spec. But the feeling of like, okay, that got nerfed, and now your whole, like, I don't know, man, to me, my the feeling of like, yes, time to pursue creating something strong gets nuked, because it's like, it's all gonna get nerfed, it's all gonna get broken in a hot minute. Mosing, it says, I have so many side quests not done. Yeah, man, but I like them a lot. The side quests to me, they're like charming and quick and kind of fun and straight to the point. Ronald says exactly. Yeah, pixies, when can console players get a build items from your build again? Oh, Ronald, people, we are going to turn Sunday's Twitch stream, which we'll upload to this channel at the end of at some point. I think Twitch has a thing where I have to give it like a day of breath before I upload it to YouTube. Granted, probably a small enough channel to where they wouldn't look at me, but granted, whatever. But every single Sunday for the future until I start to burn out on this, every single Sunday will be the day on our Twitch stream that we start to do this. So for the first, I want to be clear about this. For the first hour of Sunday stream, it'll just be our play together stream, which is just where we come together as a community, we play any game. Usually it's Wonderlands because it's just such a good co-op game. Also, people have various things that they're working on. It's just easy to play also. So yes, that's what we're going to be doing for the first hour, and then the last hour is where I'm going to be giving up my save file to any kind of console shift person that's out there. So in the time in which the first hour we're just hanging out. That's be your moment to send me a friend request or a shift request or an epic game request. Shift request for console people, I believe is what it is. And then I will just start dropping whatever build you want for me. But also, we're going to be doing this for a good bit, hopefully, unless something happens. So if I can't get to you, be patient, all right? And it'll be random usually. I'll be like, okay, first person I see in the chat, this is where it is, and then boom, it'll be the first person I see, and we'll do that. Okay. So yeah, that's the protocol that we're doing from now on. But that means if anyone pops into our fucking Discord or pops into our stream, Discord is a little bit less bad. If they keep spamming constantly, hey, can you drop this? Hey, can you drop this? That's where I start to get a little bit like, okay, come on, guys, don't clutter this, or go to the Wonderlands tab. Don't stack the save file tab. Maybe that's a worse that's the worst thing to do. Also, I think someone dropped something for me, but yeah, it's right back here. Oh, you got another one of these? Awesome. I thought you could get them like ×2. I guess I need to try this spell. Is that why you dropped it, Ronald? I'll try it. Mortal Man says Clawbringer wasn't nerfed. It was brought in line with other No. I do not disagree with the Clawbringer nerf. I do disagree with them not coupling the Clawbringer nerf with an acknowledgement for some of his skills just not in any regard being competitive. Especially with like the things that his thing is meant to do. He's meant to be a person who buffs his allies, which he does kind of do, but he's also meant to be a person who buffs his bird. His bird, seemingly, with all the fucking talent points that you can put into that, his bird is supposed to nerf things. So to me, I don't disagree that the one skill and the entire plethora of things in the game was doing the one thing that it didn't specify it did. That's a bug, which I'm all for them clarifying like skills that are broken. It sucks when they're broken in a good way and it's making a kind of a whole class kind of viable, but yeah, that's my thing. Morman says agreed. Yeah, that's the sense I get from a lot of people, because again, it's like all it creates is a feeling of like wasted time. Like if you're like, hey, I could play the Clawbringer and actually have him be viable. I could play my designated playthrough, my first playthrough. I could do that, especially for console people who can't download a save file that just has your character leveled up. So the embarking on leveling a character all the way to 40 is not nothing. So the fact that they're like, I finally get to use my Clawbringer, which on paper should have been a really good character to bet on, that they will be applicable for other characters. So yeah, I could see them being like, that's another, like, you need to consider the feelings of what happens when you nerf something from your players, or all of those kinds of things. Mark says, I really love Oasis, recommend it. I can't wait to get to it. Chris said, what's good, Chris? Chris says, I ran around on multiple characters, got all the collectibles to be able to run a decent build, no mods, nothing, just a regular build, going solo, and they nerfed the Clawbringer hard. Yeah, no, again, that to me, that's shitty. That's not great. And again, I understand the idea of like, well, this is my first playthrough. I got all that, like, again, there's investment there. I got all the keys. That's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, so but again, I do think you'll be okay. Like, I do think it's, even though they haven't said it, you know, companies and you know, developers, maybe for a reason, are very bad at communication oftentimes. Also, golly, is that what you just gave me? Man, it's magic is so crazy that everything looks like a mod. You know what I mean? Everything just looks like it's absolutely not meant to be a thing. But you're like, I think that's a, I don't know, but I think that's real. But again, I think oftentimes I would always choose benefit of the doubt. I'm like, that's totally not a mod, you know. But Spider looks insane, you know. Ron says, okay, I respect your transparency. What's that? What's good? Red says, see everyone, thanks for stopping by. Red, hope you have a lovely day. Ronald says, I did its quest spell hard to get. Oh yeah. That the quest that's the tiny, no, the fucking claptrap quest, man. It sucks. It's so long. I had that spell in the campaign, and that one took care of me. If you got a volatile version of that, dude, that'd be mental. I don't know if you can get volatile version of quest rewards. I would assume you could, but I've only ever seen chaotic, so it's my experience. Mortal Man says, I believe it will come with a borderline adjustment with a bigger patch. Yeah. Again, I just think it's like the thing you're always hoping is that company understands the value of communication, because otherwise your player base's minds will wander. And yeah, granted, maybe they don't want to be smothered by expectation of things that they've said, but then you just get your player base loses faith in you because they don't know what you're doing or why you're doing it. You know. It also doesn't have the patch notes are very like emotionally void. You know what I mean? Where they're just like, we've descaled this by this amount. This had an interaction that was not playing and causing it to have weird things happen. And it's just like, what does this mean? And they're not, instead of them being like, we noticed that this was not performing in the way that we intended. We're sorry for the inconvenience, but we did have to scale it downwards. This did result in a reduction of damage, but we're looking into the class and essentially reorganizing it so that it has more value and is more worth to go down, etc. I didn't promise anything by saying any of that. I just talked about what we're experiencing on our end and what we're feeling. At least I gave you a lot of mental coils to electrocute and grapple onto and say, oh, okay. Because they're kind of saying they're going to try to do something about it, or at least they're aware of that. Cool. I feel comfortable now. Let's move on. You know, but the companies don't do that, which is, I think, a problem. Which, I don't know who's the community manager for Wonderlands. I'm sure they don't have enough input in that way, which is shitty. Because you ideally hope a community manager would be the person that was able to understand where they're planning on investing their time. Who knows? Mark says that's the holy spellnade spell. Yeah, that's a real spell. No, yeah, I thought it was a real spell. I just never seen it as you're firing it. It's lobbing up projectiles. Granted, maybe that hit a wall and shot up projectiles, and whilst it was firing, it made it look like it was doing that. No, it's firing out mid path. So I guess you can get multiple prefixes. I always got the prefix that when you hit. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Jesus. Yeah, because it does both. I didn't know it did both. I thought it just did one. I thought you smack a dart into the wall and then it starts spewing out explosives. I didn't know you shoot a dart in the wall and it also starts spewing out explosives given its travel pattern. Like that. Like mid-air, it's just like, fuck it. God. That's mental. Also, is the one that you gave me, repeat? Yeah, it's repeating cast too. Golly. That's madness. Yeah, because that I think that was made me think that this was nuts when I first got it, because it was a repeating cast and it was basically like ×5. It's fucking crazy. Also, it has a high base. Yeah. Once again, it's probably the best unique spell. Yeah, no, I definitely think the best unique. I even knew that when we were playing the game. I just never knew that when it's firing, traveling. Sorry, it had a chance of spewing out things. Mortal Man says, probably the last comment I'll read, looking for a multi-charge healing buffer sigil that attaches to you. Haven't seen a sigil besides Buffmeister. I've seen some. There's a lot of sigils. Some people dropped me some. Did they drop me some? Maybe I just heard about it. Let me see. Man, so much stuff. These are the two that you dropped me. Where are the sigils? Someone who we were playing with just now had a great deal of sigils, but yeah, the sigils apparently are really good. Apparently they can melt things in like a couple seconds because they had a recent buff. I don't think I have it equipped, or yeah, maybe I didn't pick it up. Probably that. Yeah. No, that's what Ronald has it. Yeah, sigil. It does like a pull. I think it also has a barrier, so it actually keeps you safe from projectiles. As far as healing though, I know they exist. I've seen them around. I just have not gotten any. Also, this one I've seen around. It summons 3 Hydras just passively, which is nuts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate y'all. There is a video, a build. If you guys haven't seen it, I would appreciate it if you guys go check that out. I have to make a quick tweak on it because apparently it's not 800 damage, it's 300. Because then I realized it's multiplicative, all that guy. But hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you guys enjoy the build. It's also at the Discord. It's on the Hall of Fame save file, or save a file. Hall of Fame is what's called. So yes, but ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you on Wednesday. No, not Wednesday, not tomorrow. Thursday, day after tomorrow. We're going to be streaming on YouTube, probably playing some more Wonderlands. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what we're doing there and what our next objective is, because this stream, albeit a blast, was a little bit aimless, but I appreciate everyone spending some time with me. Always have a fun time with y'all. So thank you so much for your time, and hopefully I can see you in the next stream and video. Also, we have a new channel. It's in the build video, the description. Go check that out. It's where we're gonna upload the more Wonderlands content at the week's end. So Monday, that's where all of the Wonderlands content will be being uploaded from that point on. But I'll give you guys kind of a ramp up, still uploading it to the GRINN channel until we make that pivot. Same goes for the Share Your GRINN channel, which is about us doing Mimi content. So hopefully I can see you again. Thank you kindly for your time. And goodbye, my friends. Also, expect a video of the DLC breakdown. Tomorrow morning, maybe.